Magnum ice cream bars were the first ever to have a thick, crunchy chocolate coating, something that's now a signature for all ice cream bars. Ever wondered how this iconic treat is made? Stick around and let's take a dive into the process behind your favorite ice cream bar. Magnum ice cream. It's the treat that makes even the simplest moments feel special. Whether you're sweating in a hot day, stuck in a meeting you can't get out of, or just craving something sweet, there's a good chance Magnum has been there to make things better. But where did it all begin? Let's first take a look at the history of this famous ice cream. It all began in 1989 when Magnum made its grand entrance into the ice cream scene. But instead of just being a simple ice cream bar, it was designed to be a luxury ice cream. Yes, that's right, luxury ice cream. The kind of treat you eat slowly while thinking you're probably too fancy to be eating it in public. Magnum was first created by the Friesland Campina group in the Netherlands, who thought, why not make ice cream that's as indulgent as an expensive bottle of wine, but without the hangover? Magnum's genius was in its coating, chocolate, but not just any chocolate. This was thick, velvety, high-quality chocolate that practically hugged the ice cream inside. You take a bite, hear that satisfying snap of the chocolate, and then savor the rich, creamy ice cream within. Honestly, it was like eating an ice cream bar and a chocolate bar at the same time. Who could resist that? The idea caught on fast. By 1990, Magnum had expanded beyond the Netherlands, spreading across Europe like a sweet, chocolatey wildfire. Before long, you couldn't walk through any supermarket without spotting that glossy packaging. The deep brown color of the chocolate bar screaming luxury louder than a high-end designer bag. But it wasn't just about the taste. Magnum also played the role of cultural icon. By 2008, the company started tapping into our love for indulgence in new and exciting ways. Think flavors like white chocolate, almond, and even peanut butter, because if you're going to go big, why not throw in some nuts? They also made sure to keep it classy by teaming up with celebrities like famous chefs and even Elle Macpherson, who probably looked like a goddess while eating a Magnum. We'll never know, but we imagine. With every new flavor release, Magnum solidified its place as a premium ice cream choice for those who wanted to feel like they were treating themselves, without necessarily needing to bust out a credit card or sit through a 4-course meal. It became more than just an ice cream. It was an experience, a statement that you knew how to enjoy life's little pleasures. The process behind crafting a Magnum ice cream bar is a detailed and thoughtful one, where each step, from sourcing ingredients to the final packaging, plays an important role in ensuring that the end product is of high quality. Magnum's approach combines carefully selected ingredients, precise manufacturing techniques, and a commitment to sustainability. Magnum starts with the selection of ingredients, focusing on quality and sustainability from the very beginning. The cocoa beans, which are central to the chocolate coating, are sourced from Rainforest Alliance certified farms, primarily in West Africa. These farms are chosen not only for the flavor of their cocoa, but also because they follow farming practices that protect the environment and ensure fair conditions for the farmers. The cocoa beans are hand-harvested, and only the best beans are selected. After being harvested, the beans are fermented for several days, which helps develop the rich flavors that will eventually be found in the chocolate. Once the fermentation is complete, the beans are sun-dried to remove moisture and then shipped to the factory for processing. Magnum also uses real vanilla in its ice cream, sourced from Madagascar, a region known for producing high-quality vanilla. The vanilla beans grown here are hand-pollinated, as the flowers of the vanilla orchid only bloom for a short period. After being harvested, the beans undergo a curing process that develops their aromatic properties. The curing and drying of the beans are crucial for unlocking the full flavor potential, and Magnum ensures that the beans are handled carefully at every stage to maintain quality. For the almond-coated varieties, Magnum sources almonds from California, a region known for its almond production. However, California also faces challenges with water usage, so Magnum works with farmers who use efficient irrigation systems. Once harvested, the almonds are blanched and slivered to achieve the consistency needed for the ice cream coating. Creating the chocolate coating is a key part of the Magnum experience. The first step is roasting the cocoa beans, which develops the cocoa's natural flavors. The roasting process is carefully controlled to bring out the right balance of flavors while avoiding bitterness. After roasting, the beans are cracked open to separate the nibs, the edible part of the bean, from the shells. The nibs are then ground into cocoa mass, which is a mixture of cocoa solids and cocoa butter. The cocoa mass is the base for the chocolate coating. Next, the cocoa mass is refined further in concha machines. This process involves mixing and aerating the chocolate for several hours to break down any remaining rough particles, resulting in a smoother texture. The conching process also helps develop the chocolate's flavor, making it more balanced and refined. Once the chocolate reaches the right consistency, it is tempered. Tempering is important because it helps the chocolate form stable cocoa butter crystals. Proper tempering ensures that the chocolate will have a shiny appearance and the satisfying snap when you bite into it. Without proper tempering, the chocolate could be dull and soft, which would affect the texture and overall experience of eating the Magnum bar. While the chocolate is being made, the ice cream itself is crafted. Magnum's ice cream base is made from a blend of fresh milk, cream, and sugar, mixed in precise proportions. The mixture is then pasteurized, which involves heating it to a specific temperature to kill any harmful bacteria, and then cooling it rapidly to ensure safety. After pasteurization, the base is stored at a cool temperature for several hours. This aging process allows the flavors to blend together, making the ice cream smoother and creamier. After aging, the base is homogenized, which is a process that breaks down fat molecules, ensuring they are evenly distributed throughout the mixture. This helps prevent the formation of ice crystals, giving the ice cream its smooth texture. Without homogenization, the ice cream could end up with a grainy or icy texture, which would affect the eating experience. Once the ice cream base is ready, it is poured into molds, and sticks are inserted into the bars. The molds are designed to create the familiar Magnum shape, thick and rectangular, with just the right amount of ice cream inside. After the molds are filled, they are placed in blast freezers. The rapid freezing in the blast freezers helps ensure that the ice cream freezes quickly and evenly. This quick freezing is important because it prevents large ice crystals from forming, which can make the ice cream feel gritty instead of smooth. After the ice cream bars are frozen, the next step is the coating process. The bars are dipped into the tempered chocolate, which is applied quickly to ensure that it doesn't melt the ice cream beneath. The chocolate is spread evenly over the surface of the bar, and any excess chocolate is allowed to drip off. After the bars are coated, they are placed back into the freezer for a final freezing step. This ensures that the chocolate coating hardens completely, giving the bar its signature crisp texture when bitten into. The timing of this step is crucial. If the bars are left in the chocolate for too long, the chocolate can become too thick, and it may not set properly. If they are dipped too briefly, the coating may not be thick enough to deliver the right texture when you bite into it. Therefore, the process is carefully monitored to ensure the chocolate coating is just right. Once the bars are coated and frozen, they undergo quality control checks. Each bar is inspected to make sure it meets Magnum's high standards. The bars are checked for even chocolate coating uniform size and the correct proportions of ice cream and chocolate. If any bars are found to have imperfections, they are removed from the production line. Only those bars that meet the required standards are sent to be packaged. The packaging process is also designed to protect the ice cream and maintain its quality. Magnum uses materials that ensure the bars stay frozen and are protected during transport. The packaging is also designed to reflect the premium nature of the product, with sleek, high-quality materials that help convey the indulgence associated with Magnum ice cream. Magnum is also committed to using environmentally friendly packaging. The materials used for packaging are recyclable, and Magnum has made efforts to reduce its environmental footprint by using responsibly sourced materials whenever possible. Once the Magnum bars are packaged, they are ready for distribution. The bars are stored in temperature-controlled environments to ensure that they stay frozen during transport. Magnum bars are shipped to retailers around the world, whether to supermarket freezers or ice cream trucks. The bars must maintain their frozen state throughout the journey, so they are transported in refrigerated trucks that keep the temperature low. This ensures that when you buy a Magnum, it's as fresh and frozen as it was when it was first made. From sourcing the finest cocoa and vanilla to the careful methods used to make the ice cream and coat it in rich chocolate, every step in the Magnum production process has been designed to create a premium product. The end result is an indulgent ice cream experience with smooth, creamy ice cream, a crisp chocolate shell, and the perfect balance of flavor and texture in every bite. Each Magnum bar is a product of careful attention to detail, with a focus on quality, sustainability, and, of course, enjoyment. Magnum ice cream has remained a favorite treat worldwide because it offers a unique combination of indulgence and luxury, making it feel special yet accessible. The rich chocolate coating, smooth ice cream, and premium ingredients like Rainforest Alliance certified cocoa and Madagascar vanilla set it apart from other ice creams. Each bite offers a satisfying contrast of textures and flavors, making Magnum a go-to choice for those seeking something a bit more refined. To maintain its popularity, Magnum consistently introduces new flavors and limited edition varieties, keeping the brand exciting and relevant. Whether it's through inventive flavors like caramel or raspberry, or offering options like vegan bars, Magnum ensures there's something for everyone. This constant innovation allows the brand to stay fresh while still keeping its signature luxury appeal. Magnum's marketing also plays a significant role, with its focus on turning everyday moments into indulgent experiences. Beyond taste and innovation, Magnum has built a strong reputation through its commitment to sustainability. By sourcing ingredients responsibly and using recyclable packaging, the brand appeals to consumers who care about the environmental impact of their purchases. This combination of high-quality products, exciting new offerings, and a forward-thinking approach to sustainability helps Magnum maintain its status as a beloved and enduring brand in the ice cream market. So, next time you enjoy a Magnum, you'll know exactly what goes into making that perfect, indulgent bite. From the high-quality ingredients to the innovative flavors, it's clear why Magnum continues to be a favorite around the world. Ben & Jerry's churns out nearly 1 million pints of ice cream every single day, enough to fill over 15 Olympic-sized swimming pools daily. Served in over 35 countries, these iconic flavors are packed with giant chunks and swirls. Ever wonder how this creamy magic is made? Let's dive into the scoop behind the scenes. Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield grew up in Merrick, New York, a small town on Long Island's South Shore. The two met in junior high gym class in 1963, where, according to company lore, they were the slowest and fattest kids on the track. Naturally, they bonded while lagging behind the rest of their classmates, forging a friendship that would eventually lead to something much sweeter than their shared struggles in gym class. After high school, they pursued separate paths. Jerry went to Oberlin College on a pre-med track, but after being rejected by all the medical schools he applied to, he found himself back at square one. Ben briefly attended Colgate University but dropped out during his sophomore year to become a potter. When his pottery business didn't succeed, Ben took on various odd jobs to make ends meet. By 1977, the two friends reunited and decided to start a business together. Initially, they wanted to open a bagel shop in Burlington, Vermont, but bagel-making equipment was beyond their budget. So, they pivoted and took a $5 ice cream making course at Penn State University. With their newfound skills, they scraped together $12,000, including a $4,000 bank loan, and transformed a rundown gas station into their first ice cream shop. In May 1978, Ben & Jerry's opened its doors. Since Ben has anosmia, a condition that limits his sense of taste and smell, Jerry took charge of designing their flavors. To ensure Ben could still enjoy their ice cream, Jerry loaded the flavors with large chunks and swirls, creating the iconic stuffed style Ben & Jerry's is known for. Their first year was a success, and by 1979, they had become an exclusive ice cream shop and launched the first ever free cone day to thank the community. Ben & Jerry's quickly grew, and within a few years, it became a beloved name in the ice cream world. Here's how every pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream gets its start. It all begins with top-notch ingredients from trusted suppliers around the globe. But the star of the show? Fresh milk from local Vermont farms, thanks to the St. Albans Cooperative Creamery. The milk doesn't have to travel far. It takes a quick trip down the road to the factory, where it's stored in massive 6,000-gallon silos. Yep, we're talking big. Once it's inside the factory, the milk teams up with cream and sugar in a giant tank, where they're mixed together to create the base for every delicious flavor. But hey, it's not just about the dairy. Ben & Jerry's partners with over 250 farms worldwide to source the very best ingredients. For instance, their vanilla beans, straight from small farmers in Madagascar, and the cocoa for their rich, chocolatey flavors, that comes from West Africa. And don't worry, the company makes sure all these farmers are paid fairly for their hard work. Even the brownies and fan favorites like chocolate fudge brownie are special. They're baked by Grayston Bakery in New York, a place that helps folks who've struggled to find work get back on their feet. So every scoop you take isn't just packed with flavor, it's packed with purpose. The process begins with fresh milk and cream from local Vermont farms, where Ben & Jerry's has long-standing partnerships through their Caring Dairy program. This program ensures cows are treated humanely and sustainable farming practices are used. The quality of the milk is essential to making great ice cream, so the milk is quickly transported to the factory after it's collected. When the milk arrives at the factory, it goes through a series of quality checks, including tests for fat content and temperature. After passing inspection, it's pumped into huge 6,000-gallon silos, which are massive stainless steel tanks designed to keep the milk cold and fresh. These silos maintain a steady, low temperature to prevent spoiling and ensure that the milk is always ready for the next stage of production. After the milk is stored in the silos, it's time to move into the blend tank, where the real magic of ice cream creation begins. The milk is combined with fresh cream, sugar, and other basic ingredients, like egg yolks for specific flavors. These ingredients are carefully measured and added to create a rich, smooth base that serves as the foundation for all Ben & Jerry's ice cream. The blend tank is a large stainless steel vessel equipped with powerful mixing arms that churn the ingredients together, ensuring a smooth, even mixture. Ben & Jerry's uses two primary ice cream bases. The first is the sweet cream base, which is used for most of their iconic flavors like vanilla, fish food, and half-baked. The second is a chocolate base, which is used for chocolate-based flavors like chocolate therapy. If it's a chocolate flavor, this is where cocoa powder is added, creating a deep, rich chocolate taste. The churning process in the blend tank is key to creating the creamy, silky texture that fans love. By constantly mixing the ingredients, the tank ensures that every drop of the base is consistent in flavor and texture, setting the stage for the next steps in the ice cream making process. Once the ice cream base is mixed in the blend tank, it's time for a crucial step: pasteurization. The mixture is piped into the pasteurizer, a machine designed to quickly heat the mix to a high temperature to kill any harmful bacteria. This process ensures the ice cream is safe to eat while maintaining its high-quality ingredients. The pasteurizer uses hot steel plates to heat the mix swiftly without cooking it, a technique that protects the flavor and texture of the ice cream base. During this step, the mixture reaches temperatures of around 180 degrees Fahrenheit for just a short amount of time before it's rapidly cooled down. This flash heating process is what makes the pasteurizer so effective, allowing the mixture to be pasteurized without altering its taste or creamy consistency. After heating, the base is immediately chilled back to a safe, cold temperature and transferred to a holding tank. In the holding tank, the base rests for 4 to 8 hours. This resting time isn't just for safety. It's also when the ingredients really come together. The flavors meld, deepen, and balance, creating the rich, smooth base that will later be infused with flavors, chunks, and swirls to make each pint of Ben & Jerry's. After the ice cream base has rested and the ingredients have fully blended, it's time to add the flavors that make Ben & Jerry's ice cream unique. The base is pumped into one of the factory's 20 flavor vats, where the magic of flavor infusion happens. These vats are large, high-tech tanks designed to evenly incorporate a wide variety of ingredients like vanilla extract, mint, fruit purees, or coffee, depending on the recipe. Each flavor vat is equipped with powerful mixing mechanisms that ensure the flavorings are evenly distributed throughout the ice cream base. This step is crucial for maintaining the consistency and quality of each batch. So whether it's a subtle vanilla flavor or a bold mint, every pint has the perfect balance of taste. The variety of flavor vats allows Ben & Jerry's to create multiple batches of different flavors simultaneously. Hundreds of flavor combinations are experimented with each year, but only a select few make it to your freezer. The flavor vats also allow for precise control over the ingredients. Whether it's a fruity flavor or a rich caramel swirl, everything is blended to perfection at this stage, laying the groundwork for the chunks and swirls that will come later. Here's where the ice cream making process starts to get really cool, literally. Once the flavored base is ready, it's pumped into the freezing barrel, the machine responsible for transforming the liquid mixture into ice cream. This is a critical step because it's where the base starts to solidify into that smooth, creamy texture we all know and love. The freezing barrel works by rapidly lowering the temperature of the mix as it churns. Inside, the liquid base is cooled down to below freezing temperatures in a matter of seconds. The constant churning action not only cools the mixture, but also introduces air, creating that light, fluffy texture that gives Ben & Jerry's its signature creamy mouthfeel. When the mixture comes out of the freezing barrel, it's at the perfect consistency, cold but still soft and pliable, like soft-serve ice cream. At this stage, it's thick enough to hold its form but still soft enough to allow for the next crucial step: the addition of Ben & Jerry's famous chunks and swirls. This semi-solid state is ideal for mixing in those big pieces of cookie dough, brownie bites, or fudge chunks without damaging their texture. Now comes the part that makes Ben & Jerry's truly iconic: adding the chunks. Whether it's big pieces of cookie dough, brownie bites, chocolate chunks, or peanut butter cups, these mix-ins are a key feature of the brand's ice cream. This is done with the help of a machine called the chunk feeder, which plays a crucial role in making sure every pint is packed with those generous, mouth-watering pieces. Workers load the chunk feeder by dumping in the add-ins, ensuring there's plenty of goodness to go around. The chunk feeder is designed to evenly distribute these mix-ins throughout the ice cream, ensuring that every scoop has just the right balance of creamy base and chunky goodness. The machine mixes the chunks carefully so they don't get crushed, preserving their texture and size. A critical detail because Ben & Jerry's is famous for having some of the biggest chunks in the ice cream world. Once the ice cream is perfectly mixed and packed with chunks, it moves on to the next step, getting into the iconic pint containers. This is where the automatic filler comes into play. The automatic filler is a high-speed machine that pumps the ice cream into pint containers with precision and efficiency. It's a marvel of engineering, capable of filling up to 270 pints per minute, ensuring that the factory can keep up with the massive demand for Ben & Jerry's ice cream. As the semi-solid ice cream flows into the filler, it is portioned out perfectly, ensuring that each pint gets just the right amount of creamy goodness and chunks. This machine is designed for accuracy, so every pint that rolls off the line is consistent in weight and volume. The chunks, mixed evenly throughout the ice cream by the chunk feeder, are distributed beautifully so that every scoop delivers the perfect balance of flavor and texture. Once filled, the pints move along the line to the litter, a machine that swiftly places and seals the lids on each pint. This ensures the ice cream is securely sealed and ready for its next journey. After the pints are sealed, they're inspected for quality and sent off for further freezing, locking in freshness before they head to stores. Even though state-of-the-art machines handle much of the production process, Ben & Jerry's is serious about maintaining the quality that fans expect. That's where quality control comes in, a vital step to ensure that every pint is perfect. Every hour, trained workers pull 6 pints off the production line to test for consistency in several key areas, like chunk distribution, weight, and air bubbles. These pints undergo a thorough inspection. First, workers weigh each pint to ensure it meets the required amount of ice cream. If a pint is underfilled, it's flagged for correction. Then, the workers cut open the pints to visually inspect the contents. They're looking to see that the famous chunks, swirls, and other mix-ins are evenly spread throughout the pint, so every scoop delivers the intended flavor experience. They also check for air bubbles, which can affect the texture and quality of the ice cream. Once the pints are filled, sealed, and quality checked, they still aren't quite ready for your freezer. The ice cream needs to be brought to its perfect scoopable consistency, and that requires one last critical step, the spiral hardener. This machine is a massive corkscrew-shaped conveyor belt housed inside an industrial freezer that's chilled to an icy -60 degrees Fahrenheit. The pints are carefully placed on the spiral hardener's conveyor belt, where they slowly make their way through the freezer. The corkscrew design allows the pints to take their time, about 3 hours, in this ultra-cold environment, ensuring that the ice cream hardens evenly. As they spiral upward, the ice cream gradually cools down to its ideal storage temperature of -10 degrees Fahrenheit. This process locks in the creamy texture and ensures that the chunks and mix-ins maintain their integrity. Too fast of a freeze might damage the texture, but the spiral hardener allows for a slow, steady cooling that preserves the ice cream's rich, smooth quality. By the time the pints emerge from the hardener, they've reached the perfect temperature and consistency, ready for packaging and shipping to grocery stores, where they'll eventually make their way to your freezer. After the ice cream has reached its perfect frozen state in the spiral hardener, it's time for the final step, packaging and shipping. The freshly frozen pints are carefully grouped together, with 8 pints making up a standard package. These groups are then shrink-wrapped to ensure they stay secure during transit. The wrapping process is automated, quick, and ensures that each package is tightly sealed to protect the ice cream during its journey to stores. Once shrink-wrapped, the pints are stacked onto large pallets. These pallets are organized and loaded with precision, ensuring they can be easily transported while maintaining the cold temperature required to keep the ice cream frozen. The factory's shipping team works efficiently to ensure that thousands of pints are ready for distribution each day. From there, the pallets are loaded into refrigerated trucks designed to keep the pints at the necessary freezing temperatures during transit. These trucks then deliver the ice cream to distribution centers and freezers around the world. Whether the pints are headed to your local grocery store, an ice cream shop, or even another country, Ben & Jerry's packaging and shipping process ensures that the ice cream remains just as fresh, creamy, and delicious as it was when it left the factory. And that's the scoop on how Ben & Jerry's went from a small shop in Vermont to a global ice cream icon, all while making a positive impact around the world. So next time you're enjoying your favorite flavor, you'll know there's more to it than just great taste. Now, we want to hear from you. What's your go-to Ben & Jerry's flavor and why? Let us know in the comments below. Skittles are produced at a rate of over 20,000 pieces per minute. That's more than 3,300 candies every second. Ever wondered how these colorful candies are made in a factory? Let's take a look behind the scenes and uncover the process that turns ingredients into your favorite rainbow treat. Skittles were first introduced in 1974 by a British candy company called Shrewsbury's. Yes, that's right. The company had a name as royal as it sounds, in the United Kingdom. They were created by a man named William Wrigley Jr., who later became better known for his work in the gum industry. But let's be honest, he probably wasn't thinking about what would become the future Taste the Rainbow campaign when he started. He just wanted to create a chewy candy that would pop with color and flavor. Originally, Skittles were sold in the UK and only came in 5 basic flavors: orange, lemon, lime, strawberry, and grape. And they had a very humble start, just small candy pellets that would eventually earn a spot in nearly every American household. But the funny thing? They weren't even called Skittles at first. They were simply labeled as fruit candies. What a missed opportunity for a pun-filled brand name. In the early 1980s, the iconic candy made its way across the Atlantic to the United States. Americans, being the candy connoisseurs they are, immediately fell in love with Skittles. But here's where the plot thickens. Skittles were first marketed as a mystical candy, shrouded in mysterious rainbow colors that made them feel almost magical. The advertisements had a kind of dreamlike quality, selling you not just a candy, but a whole world where colors and flavors mix together in perfect harmony. Sure, it's candy marketing 101, but there's something delightfully whimsical about those old-school ads that made kids think Skittles were some kind of enchanted treat. Fast forward to the 1990s, and Skittles hit their prime. The now famous slogan, "Taste the Rainbow," was born, and with it, a whole marketing empire. Seriously, if you've ever seen a Skittles ad, you know it's not just about candy anymore. It's about experiencing a whole rainbow. Their commercials became increasingly bizarre, with scenarios like having your teeth turn into Skittles or sending your taste buds on a colorful adventure. Let's face it, if there's anything that stands out in your memory, it's probably the candy-coated weirdness that was the Skittles marketing machine. Over the years, Skittles have kept up with the times, adding new flavors. Remember tropical Skittles? Limited edition varieties, yes, we saw you, sweet heat, and even rainbow-flavored versions that are no longer confined to just one bag. But the one constant is that they're still as chewy, colorful, and fun as they were when they first hit the market. They're now the go-to candy for anyone needing a boost of sugary joy, especially if you're in the mood for something that'll leave your tongue temporarily rainbow-colored. In fact, the Skittles brand has become so iconic that there are actually Skittles-inspired clothing and even Skittles-flavored lip balms. Because why wouldn't you want to smell like a fruit salad on a sugar high? And the wildest thing? Skittles don't seem to age. They continue to thrive in pop culture with the same strange ads, the same zingy flavors, and the same ability to make you wonder if you're accidentally high on candy. Let's take a deep dive into the Skittles factory process and break down the entire journey of how these colorful candies go from raw ingredients to the familiar, chewy treat we all know and love. It's not just a quick toss-together job. Each step is carefully planned, ensuring that every Skittle is a perfect blend of flavor, texture, and color. So, let's follow the process from start to finish with all the deliciously nerdy details. The creation of Skittles begins with a meticulous selection of ingredients. Sugar is the star of the show, but it's not just any sugar. For Skittles, a combination of granulated sugar and corn syrup forms the sweet base of the candy, providing both the necessary sweetness and the chewy texture we associate with Skittles. The sugar dissolves easily when mixed with the syrup, helping to create that gooey, soft consistency that is essential for shaping the candy later. Hydrogenated palm kernel oil is added to give Skittles their signature smooth, chewy texture. Without it, Skittles would lack that satisfying bite and would be more brittle, something we definitely wouldn't want in a chewy candy. This oil helps to create a smooth surface, and it also serves as a binder, keeping the candy structure intact. Next, citric acid enters the mix. Skittles are known for their tartness, and citric acid delivers that signature tang, which balances the sweetness and makes the candy so irresistible. It's a common ingredient in many sour or tangy candies because it provides the sharp, refreshing burst of flavor that makes Skittles stand out. But here's the thing you probably didn't know. The secret to Skittles' vibrant colors is not just the dyes themselves, but how they're absorbed into the candy. Artificial colorants like Red 40, Yellow 5, and Blue 1 are added to give each piece its stunning rainbow hue. These colorants are incredibly important. They're what make each Skittle look like a little burst of sunshine in a bag. Fun fact, the colorants used in Skittles are FDA approved and undergo rigorous safety testing, ensuring they meet health standards worldwide. Finally, flavoring is added, typically in the form of concentrated fruit essences. Skittles' different flavors, like strawberry, grape, orange, and lemon, come from a mixture of natural and artificial flavoring. While the natural fruit extracts provide depth, artificial flavoring allows for consistency across batches. Without this delicate balance, your Skittles might taste a bit off depending on where they're made. Once the ingredients are carefully prepared and weighed, they move to the next step, the mixing stage. This is when the magic begins. In large industrial mixing vats, the sugar, corn syrup, palm oil, citric acid, and flavorings are combined into a thick, syrupy concoction. It's almost like the candy version of a cake batter, rich, smooth, and full of potential. The mixture is heated to dissolve the sugar, and it is then cooled slightly to make sure the texture is just right. One of the most important aspects of this step is ensuring that all ingredients are fully integrated. This means no lumps, no gritty textures. Everything must be perfectly smooth. The consistency has to be uniform because if there were any inconsistencies, it could affect the texture of the final candy. At this stage, coloring agents are slowly incorporated into the mixture. Skittles are known for their vibrant hues, but getting the color just right takes careful attention. The colors need to be perfectly blended to avoid any striations or unevenness in each individual Skittle. This precise incorporation ensures that the Skittles will look like they've come out of a Technicolor dream, with no patches of off-color in sight. After the mixture is thoroughly blended, it's time for shaping. The now thick syrup gets extruded through nozzles that shape the mixture into long cylindrical ropes. These ropes are then fed into cutting machines, where they're sliced into small, bite-sized pieces that will eventually become Skittles. But let's talk about the shape. Skittles have a distinct rounded shape, something we often take for granted, but this is the result of a precision cutting process. In this factory step, the candy is sliced into uniform pieces using very precise machinery, ensuring that each Skittle is the same size. Not too big, not too small, just perfectly chewy. The size consistency is important not only for packaging, but also for the eating experience. Imagine getting a pack of Skittles and finding some pieces too big or others too small. It wouldn't be the same. At this point, the candy pieces are still soft and need to be coated in a layer of starch to prevent them from sticking together. The starch is sprinkled onto the candies while they're tumbling around in a rotating drum. This step is essential for the next stages of the process, because without it, the candies would stick to each other and lose their individual shapes. The starch also helps to maintain the smooth surface of the Skittles as they continue through the process. Now, here's where the fun really begins: the coating process. Each piece of candy is sent through large rotating drums, where they are coated with a sugary, glossy glaze that gives Skittles their shiny appearance. This process is extremely delicate, because if the candy is coated too quickly, the glaze will be uneven, and if it's applied too slowly, it won't have the desired smooth finish. The glaze is made up of a combination of sugar, corn syrup, and sometimes carnauba wax, which is a plant-based product that gives the candy its shiny, smooth finish. This stage takes several rounds of tumbling, where the candies are repeatedly coated in the glaze, ensuring that each Skittle is perfectly glossy and attractive. This glazing step is incredibly important because it not only gives the Skittles their signature shine, but it also helps to lock in the flavor. Without the glaze, the candies would dry out more quickly, and the intense fruit flavor wouldn't last as long. Once the Skittles are coated, they need to dry and cool before they can be packaged. This is done in a cooling tunnel, which is essentially a giant air-conditioned passageway that circulates cool air around the freshly glazed candies. As the Skittles travel through this tunnel, they lose heat, solidify, and the glaze hardens, giving each candy that shiny, smooth finish. The drying process is essential for maintaining the structural integrity of the Skittles. Without it, the candies would be soft and sticky, less pleasant to eat and more prone to sticking together. The cool air ensures that the glaze hardens evenly, So each Skittle keeps its distinct glossy surface while maintaining that chewy interior. This stage can take anywhere from a few hours to a full day depending on the size of the batch. But it's crucial because it ensures the candy's texture remains just right. Now that the Skittles are shaped, coated, and cooled, they move to the next phase, sorting and quality control. This is where any imperfections are identified and sorted out. Machines with sophisticated optical sensors are used to scan each individual Skittle. If any candy is too big, too small, or miscolored, it gets rejected. But that's not all. Skittles are carefully sorted by flavor and color to make sure the final bags are balanced and consistent. The candy's color must be uniform, so if any Skittle strays from the designated color, it's automatically removed from the batch. This ensures that when you open a bag of Skittles, you're not going to find an entire pile of only one flavor or color. This process also involves a manual inspection in some cases. Factory workers visually check batches of Skittles to ensure they meet the company's standards for size, appearance, and quality. Only the best Skittles make it to the next stage. Once they've passed the quality control process, the Skittles are ready to be packaged. The candies are fed into packaging machines that weigh and funnel the Skittles into bags. Each bag is filled with a specific amount of candy to ensure consistency. After the Skittles are weighed and dispensed into bags, the bags are sealed tightly and labeled, ready to be shipped out. Packaging is an important part of the process because it's the final step before the Skittles reach the consumer. The packaging must be sturdy enough to protect the candy during transportation, but also attractive to catch the consumer's eye. That's why you'll see bright, bold packaging that features the iconic Skittles logo and promises the Taste the Rainbow experience. Finally, after the Skittles are sealed and packaged, they head to the distribution center. Skittles are shipped out in large quantities, typically in pallets or bulk cases. From here, they make their way to supermarkets, convenience stores, and candy shops, where they'll sit, waiting to be picked up by eager candy lovers like you. Skittles have remained one of the most popular candies in stores for a simple reason. They're just really good. With their bold, fruity flavors and bright, eye-catching colors, it's hard to resist grabbing a bag when you're walking down the candy aisle. Since their debut in the 1970s, Skittles have found a sweet spot with consumers thanks to their fun, colorful appeal and consistent quality. What sets Skittles apart from other candies is the experience. The combination of flavors in each piece, sometimes sweet, sometimes tart, keeps you coming back for more. Their Taste the Rainbow slogan doesn't just promise flavor. It offers a small, playful escape with every handful, where the world suddenly becomes a little brighter. Skittles also have a knack for staying relevant, continuously introducing new flavors and limited edition varieties that spark interest and drive people to try something different. From tropical Skittles to sour Skittles, they manage to keep the product fresh while still delivering the classic experience we know and love. In addition, their vegan and gluten-free nature makes them an easy choice for a wide range of people. Whether you're indulging in a quick snack or sharing them with friends, Skittles hit the mark with both flavor and accessibility, making them a top candy in stores year after year. So next time you grab a pack of Skittles, remember there's more to these colorful candies than meets the eye. What's your favorite Skittle flavor? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this, be sure to like and subscribe for more tasty content. See you next time.